We are about 30 days away from the deadline to register to vote. That deadline is October 11th. If you haven't registered to vote or if you've recently moved, I'd strongly encourage you to go to Georgia My Voter page. You could Google it. Again, that's Georgia My Voter page, and register by October 11th. I would strongly encourage everyone to register to vote and exercise their fundamental right to vote because it is both powerful and sacred. Once upon a time, not everybody had the right to vote. When George Washington was elected president, only white male property owners had the right to vote. That was only 6% of the population. Following the U.S. Civil War, the bloodiest war in U.S. history, our nation enacted the 15th Amendment, which made it illegal to deny the right to vote based on race, the color of one's skin, or despite previously being a slave. While this legally gave black men the right to vote, in practice, they could not because of restrictions like the poll tax, literacy test, and intimidation tactics. After fighting for nearly 50 years, we enacted the 19th Amendment, which gave all women the right to vote. In 1952, having been denied citizenship and accompanying rights, those of Asian ancestry were finally granted the right to citizenship and the right to vote. After nearly 100 years of oppression, African Americans finally gained the right to vote freely through the Civil Rights Movement by passage of the 24th Amendment that prohibited the poll tax and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. 6 years later, we passed the 26th Amendment, which gave those who were at least 18 years old the right to vote, because if they would be drafted to fight and die in war, they should certainly have a voice in their government. Your vote counts, especially in races like mine that are determined by less than 10 votes. Your vote matters because it's not just about who the next president of the United States is, it's about determining the direction of our state. Our state legislators are the ones who make the laws that affect our roads, healthcare, and education. And your vote is powerful. As a millennial, I encourage those in my generation to exercise that power and vote this November, and let your voice be heard loud and clear this election.